So we have an interesting story today that I want to cover. Today's video is about a famous chef who ghosted his wife and kids. Let's go through this and see what we can learn from it. See if there's any loopholes in it. So without further ado, here we go. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. Here we go.
This is Charles Withers, and last year when his wife was pregnant with their youngest baby, he decided being a husband and a dad wasn't the lifestyle he wanted, so he went ghost and left without a trace. His wife Ashley is trying to get him to sign some paperwork and divorce him so she can move on with her life. She asked Facebook for assistance in locating him, and within a few hours she got a lead.
Yeah, it seems like he is actually in Texas. I've been talking with women who have been matching with him on Bumble in the Fort Worth and Dallas area, mostly Dallas, so that's where we believe that he lives. He also specifically in his Bumble profile says that he's British and a chef, so we're pretty sure we found the right guy.
Ashley also gave us an update to this situation, saying how she's got more than enough information to locate him, and how she's sorting all the information right now. It seems like the internet remains undefeated.
The very women this dude abandoned his family to chase are the ones that gave over his address and phone number to his wife. If that is not...
So what's your opinion on this? And what should happen to him next after she locates him? Like and follow for future updates.
So there's a lot of information in that story that is missing. So he just kind of like up and left. Okay. Then he went to Dallas. Like there's so many things missing. But it's interesting to look at, right? So that's kind of like the overall gist of it. Now, let's read some of the story to see if we can get a better accurate picture of what's really going on. Because some of these stories, they're overhyped. Some of these stories, you know, they have these titles and they're nothing like they're portrayed. So let's dive deep into this today. No Diddy. All right, that's about. He serves a mean leg of lamb. Charles Withers, the celeb chef. First of all, if you're a celebrity chef, how can you just disappear like that? Anyways, you guys let me know if I'm missing something. You guys comment your thoughts below. Charles Withers, the celeb chef, said to have abandoned his family in Massachusetts a year ago, has finally reached out to his estranged wife, Ashley McGuire, after her Facebook account of the incident went viral this week. The muff mom of 4 confirmed. Now, I'll tell you this. Social media is good for investigation and good for intel and all of that, because I've seen TikTok solve a lot more crimes and stuff, put stuff together faster than the damn police. So in that instance, it's a good thing. The PO'd parent spoke to the radio station Jammin' 94.5 after the aftermath of her post to the popular social media group, Are We Dating the Same Guy?, which exposed her absent man. So she's getting some clout and recognition and attention from this story. Makes you question the motive behind this. So McGuire said that Withers, who appeared on the Food Network TV show Chopped in 2022 and operated Fall Mouth's Sea Salt Wine Bar and Grill, sent her a very plain text amid the scandal's eruption. Excuse me. He reached out and he said he would be happy to talk to me, McGuire said, who said she was ghosted while pregnant with her second child last year. Ghosted. Now, ghosted means you just literally went to the, like they said in the 1950s, you went to the store and you didn't come back. That's ghosted. You just disappeared. So like he stayed for the first child, not the second child. Like there's so much. I feel like there's information that's not being said that needs to be said. I want to hear his side of the story. Not saying that he's right or wrong. I just want to hear his side of the story. She said his number had not changed. Then how the hell did I guess he just didn't respond or some despite her suspecting otherwise. In total, McGuire said she has 4 children, 2 from before meeting Withers. The frustrated femmes very is that a feminist, short for feminist? You guys see that, right? Femies. Anyway, pop culture just kills me with all this damn stuff. The frustrated femies, and this is on New York Post. So, like, anyway, media and all this stuff is just declining in quality, isn't it? The frustrated femies' very public plea sparked troves of amateur investigations and a slew of reaction videos. McGuire denied any ill will. So I really want to click on this video. Let's click on it. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's see what she.
Oh man. Hi everybody. Good morning. I guess good morning to everybody but Charles. Yeah. You know. So let's start with this. I was getting follows on Instagram last night. I'm getting DMs from people being like, after a little bit of digging on this viral story, I saw your picture on this woman's Facebook. Like, and I would be like, this woman, like, this is my friend. It's not often that, you know, you have a friend that literally goes viral, and viral not only on Instagram, but on TikTok. And this kind of whole thing started on Facebook when a good friend of mine, Ashley, essentially posted and was like, hey, I am looking for the husband of my children because I need to close this door in this chapter of my life, but I can't do so if I can't physically find him. I keep going back to this, and Ash is in studio with us, and we'll obviously talk to her in a second. And I keep going back to the internet is going to internet. We've discussed this, but the number one thing is this man has never met one of his children. My girl here drove herself to the hospital alone, gave birth, drove that baby home alone. And this man didn't as much as not even a text, nothing. Hasn't met the kid, hasn't met the baby.
Why are women dating these men? Like, oh, let's go with the hypothetical that he ain't shit, right? Okay, cool. He's not shit. Why the hell would you date and lay down and have sex and have a kid with a person that ain't shit? Like, where's the logic in that? Where is the logic in that? Women are always trying to avoid some sort of accountability. Not saying that he's right or that I'm taking his side. I'm just thinking objectively.
So no matter which way you're going to try to spin this and what you want to say, keep telling yourself that, because that speaks volumes about a person. But here is a little look-ski at what Ashley, my friend Ashley, was dealing with yesterday.
It has been roughly 16 hours since Ashley McGuire posted on Facebook asking the whole wide world to help locate her missing husband, Charles Withers.
So this beautiful girl posted on Facebook looking for her husband. Basically, she wants to serve him divorce papers.
So my neighbor sent me the Facebook post from Ashley McGuire in Massachusetts.
Also, in that little story we just read a little further up, they had 4 children. So 2 of those children weren't his. So just imagine that. He got married. That's why as a stepfather, they advise you not to get married, because if you get married, you're paying for the child support for children that are not even yours and your children that are biologically yours.
And apparently her husband has been missing for over a year. She says that he up and ghosted them.
Over a year? Like they act like this guy's like El Chapo or something, and he like went up in the mountains and went off the grid and didn't have any traceable. Like, I think this dude, he probably wasn't shit, but like, there's women always over exaggerate things to get a reaction and to get sympathy, right? You guys comment your thoughts about my analysis so far, or do you have your own different take from this whole thing?
Ash and I had been texting in the morning. And when you first text me about the Facebook post, it had a few shares, maybe a couple hundred. And we were like, and we were kind of blown away by it. But even that, a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Fast, you start working. And then fast forward to the afternoon, and we're talking a couple like thousands.
Yeah, thousands. I cannot believe how much this took off. And, it's kind of crazy because my intention was to not bash him. I feel like he could easily be like the most hated man in the world.
Can I just say, I know the full story could have been way worse.
I left a lot of details out. I was very graceful. Very cautious. Like my goal was not to like disrupt his whole life. I just want to have the store closed and just move on. I don't want any ties. I don't want any connections. I don't know
about y'all, but if I was a woman and you did that to me, I'm airing out everything. Why we in war right now? Why we got rules now? Anyway.
I just want like the next chapter of my life to start. And the way I worded it, I was very cautious to leave out things that could turn him in a bad light. At the end of the day, he dipped. He took, took off.
But he's still the father of your children.
He's still the father of my children, right? And I think, my biggest thing, and a lot of people have, commented and posted.
This goes back. Oh my God. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. The guys, this is what we've been talking about for forever. The bad guy gets treated better than the good guy. I guarantee you, if he was a good man, she would be airing him out, calling him all kinds of names. But since this dude don't give a damn, and he showed her and the kids he don't give a damn, all of a sudden, I don't want to upend his whole life because secretly in my mind, in the back of my subconscious mind, I knew he wasn't shit. I made the mistake. I foolishly thought I could change him. All this stuff. This goes back to the alpha fucks beta bucks. I guarantee you, if this guy was a nice guy, they would be crucifying him.
Things, about,
because human beings are weird like that. When they know you don't give a shit, people just like, oh yeah, well, yeah. It is what it is. Once you care too much, now they dig into that and tear that down. Human beings are weird creatures.
I have hundreds of messages, like I'm so overwhelmed by my phone. And a lot of people have said, there's different ways to go about filing a divorce. And I did look into that. I looked into how you can like serve somebody via publication and this, that, and the other thing. At the end of the day, a lot of people were saying, why don't you hire a PI? Why don't you hire an attorney? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And like, I'm still a single mom trying to hold it down. Like that girl that called earlier that you guys were talking about, like, I feel that in my soul. Like single moms, like it is a grind. It is a grind, like financially, mentally, emotionally, So I had reached out to a couple of people being like, all right, like I'm ready to put this behind me. I'm ready to close the door. I didn't necessarily want to go through the publication process because it's going to take that much more time, So when I first posted this, I figured that maybe somebody who he, was still in touch with in our area might be like, hey, like, you got to step it up. You got to.
What if they were already kind of like on their separate terms? Because that could be a possibility as well. What if they were already separated? They just weren't legally separated. This happens all the time. Because whenever she went through this process and asked where he was, they found him rather quickly. I don't know. This story, there's something in there, some key information that's missing.
Reach out to her. I think for me at the end of the day too, it's like it's about respect. Like you just dug this hole in my life. Like you flipped my world upside down. The least you can do is not send me on a wild goose chase to find you and just sign these papers. Like
Right.
just sign it over and just let me, you know what I mean? Just let me cut all ties.
Before we get into this further, have you heard from him since this happened?
He did reach out to me last night.
Wow.
Yeah, he did
Oh,
reach out.
wow.
That's the first time I said that. Yep. So he did reach out to me last night. He sent me a text. And so in my post, I was incorrect about him changing his number. He did still have a number that I had for him. He changed his numbers a lot, obviously, through this whole ordeal. But the number he reached out for me, I had in my phone. He had been ignoring me for a couple of months on it. So
Yeah.
hence why me thinking he
It
changed
was
his number.
done,
Yep. So he reached out to me and said he would be happy to talk to me, but asked for me to take down his employer's information because it was a privacy risk or security risk or something for them, which I didn't even post. I haven't even gone through.
That was just in one of the comments. I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I haven't even gone through to see the full scoop of where he's working, or people have said like Texas, and I have an address saved and stuff. But yeah, it was kind of like I didn't respond back.
Did he seem? Was there aggression in the text message, or was it kind of like,
Literally, hey, it's Charles. I'm happy to talk to you. Can you?
like he
Hey,
hasn't
it's
been
me.
gone?
Hey, I'm
Like he
back.
hasn't been Casper for the past
Literally,
year.
Exactly. And that's the other thing too. People are saying, he wasn't missing for a year and this, that, and the other thing. And, so the last time he saw the kids was last April. I saw him in maybe July, August. And then he dipped after that. And that's kind of where things got super messy, where, I had girls in this place reaching
Why did he dip?
out to me being like, hey, I just went on a deep social media dive. I was dating this guy. One of my friends thought something was weird about him. We came back to your profile. Like, how do you know him? And I got a couple messages
Yeah.
like that.
You're like, oh, I know him well. He's
like,
the
oh,
father
let
of my
me-
kids.
Yeah.
Also, he's my husband.
Right. Like,
He was cheating like a mug.
we are still married.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And the part of this that's crazy too, that I don't want to say I feel bad about, but I guess sort of is like, this story went absolutely insane, obviously. But there are literally hundreds of girls out there, probably thousands of girls out there that are in the same boat, that like we hold it down.
Nah, hell no. There's more dudes getting raked over the coals in divorce court, family court. You women are initiating most of the divorces. So that look like it's going to be a long clip, and the video already went long enough. Let's see if we can skim through this and see if there's any new information she left out or that she didn't say in that video. If you guys want to watch that whole video, you guys can go to this New York Post, type it in on the internet. I'll try to link it in the video in the description. If I forget, just type in famous chef ghost wife and go to the New York Post and go down to the social media post, and you'll find the video. She already said that. So apparently this guy's an entrepreneur, attractive guy, I guess, because he attracts lots of women. So I guess that's the child. I don't really want to put children in this post. For those reasons, she on the phone. If you can take these girls on Bumble out on dates and this and that and the other thing, you can send a box of diapers, she said. And here's the hypocrisy. She had some accountability in this as well, as far as choosing the wrong mate. To just walk away from all responsibility, to walk away like it never happened, it's just like you can't do that. You need to be held accountable. And plus the story, it just feeds into the story of, men ain't shit. Even though the percentage of men that are capable of doing this or that can do this or that are doing this are very minuscule. But, these stories get grandiose attention, gives women these cognitive biases that they can continue to live by that say men ain't shit. So I should just be an independent woman and all this stuff. I don't need no man. It just continues to feed that monster. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think he did it? Do you think she's lying? Do you think they're both full of it? Do you think she left out some information? Do you think this guy's completely dead wrong? This is all his fault. So whatever you guys think, be more than welcome to comment your thoughts below. On your way out, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the ways you can support are in the description below. Don't click off this video. Click the next video in the top right or the top left, and I'll see you in that video. You guys have a good day, good week. See you. Deuces.